you feel like you've been to church. It's the only other videotape that I had that showed an actual teaching opportunity. Again, it was a home video, and all of them are, and I apologize perhaps for the quality of it, but the content wasn't bad. The last video that I expect to show you is just a little bit of a program of graduation into graduate school last year. This is only about 4 months old now, and it shows me in a couple of perspectives with regard to announcing graduates, giving instructions, making a little bit of a speech relative to what colors of the academia all mean and all of that business. It's just some isolated shots, and we'll just show one after another. Perhaps it can give insights, and perhaps it can't. But it'll be the last one. After it, I'll give a little wrap-up and then put the whole tape in the mail to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. He's a rascal, but I like him. You're welcome.
His wife and then Dr. Ellis, the president, and his wife Joyce.
Tell your wife where to sit, tell your husband what to do,
I read it.
whatever. Meet me at the back in the courtyard in 5 minutes, lined up.
I could see the illumination. She walked over here after she read it.
You're the very last row. Last one. Whatever the last one is, that's you. Did any of you perchance look at the little flow chart that had where you were seated and everything like that? There was one provided in there. I don't know if you picked it up. Let me run that through for you, and then I'll try to explain it. We go in 2 lines. We go in portal 1 and portal 4. And I have designated by red lines and blue lines. Basically, all you're going to have to do is in by Dr. London. Then we have Dr. Hayward, Richardson, and Hilda. Then a break. They lead that group in, and when they get in, they go to a certain place, and there's a part marked on that chart for them. It shows administration. Following them will be Dr. Mack, Jess Moody, if he shows, and Dr. Reed. You will follow your leader. It'll be the person in front of you. That group will phase out a little bit and move up to the platform behind the pulpit. Then the group immediately behind those, which will be Dave Grant, which is not here right now, so I'll have to wait. Dr. Peterman, that may be you. Louis Wick, and then Franks. You lead the next group in, and you'll lead it halfway in and stop. Everybody remain standing during the whole time we're in there. After Franks is Gilbert, Hendricks, and Lee. Then Poteet. Poteet. Where'd I put you? You lead the next group in. Behind you would be Hugh and Tracy, and I know Hugh called, and he is in a hurry to get here, and she will be here. You'll lead your group in through Howell will come in there. Then I will be leading the next group. Bob Kitchens behind me, Bob Grant, and Fuller behind him. There's a chair there back, Dr. Mallett. He's a charter tonight. Dr. Mallett? It's not here yet. Okay. I don't understand what you're saying. It'll flow like clockwork. Trust me. And the graduating class that has the best graduation after tonight. Last year's was the best up until tonight. And then from now on, you can say, immediately afterwards, there will be a recessional. That's an easy enough thing to do because we're just going to kind of, first one out will lead us out, and that will be from the right place will be Hilton on one side, and his counterpart on the other side. Did I stress that there is a reception for you? Faculty, that's their reception. And I would prefer that you not necessarily remain standing. We do the Star Spangled Banner, invocation, then proceeding. Welcome and invocation. Bob Grant then will do some introductory remarks and intro a couple of things. Bob, you'll introduce the song that we're going to sing when, I'm not looking at you, Bob. There you are. We'll introduce the song, and sometimes consider putting your church in a budget as a contribution for scholarships to the address. Good idea. Don't let that go fast. say a thing, this will have 3 seconds. That's on the floor. The floor mic, you address from the floor. But if you're one of those faculty members that's assisting, you go up on the stage. Incidentally, Andy, did you meet Dave Grant? Get Dave. Okay, I wasn't sure. I had a substitute for you. So, Andy, you got your partner. You don't need a substitute. When the faculty member goes up to announce the graduating flag mob, whatever, you're assisting faculty. Anything else? Yes. Let's pause just a moment. And not for a prayer of anything that we're requesting, but a prayer of thanksgiving. That everything is going well and it's going to continue well. And I want to ask a prayer warrior friend of mine, John Baker. John, would you lead me in prayer? Pause when you get in by the portal until you see your partner on the other side and wait for some sort of musical cue. Joel will hit something hard enough to get us started. So, red line, you are in portal 1. Right? Blue line, you're in portal 4. Line up that way and we'll be ready to go. Start them off, Holland. I'll catch up with you. Yes. Portal 4 is that way. Follow your leader. Take me a seat, Bob. You just make sure that they get out. I'll be around to catch you. You got it. Oh, it's going like clockwork. Who's that? And when you all get in there, you're going to be in alphabetical order. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just a moment, Mr. Boyd. You got that paper on your heel.
Please remain standing for our national anthem, Paula Gilbert. A program where there's only one individual unique enough to direct us in this endeavor. I'm asking our Chancellor Emeritus, Holland B. London, to the platform. Act of wisdom, bravery, valor, and you'll see the satin insert of blue and gold for the institution that honors them tonight. The California Graduate School of Theology, an institution. Let me share a little bit of insight into that personality. You undoubtedly recognize at this moment that he's a prophet of God. Let me share a personal insight. He's a prince of a man. Amen. To the second half of your bulletin, we now turn our attention to the presentation of honorees and graduates. Prior to that time, let me set a little bit of a setting for you. You're going to see the academic regalia, the doctoral hood, displayed prominently several times. It's an unusual garment. It can be traced all the way back to ancient Rome and the practice that they had of placing a special tunic on a Roman legionnaire who had recently distinguished himself in battle through bravery or valor or heroism. On such an occasion for honoring that special warrior or soldier, the Caesar, or his proper representative from the Senate, would call him before the assembled peers and drape a stole or special tunic around that gallant warrior's shoulders. The colors of the regiment to which the soldier belonged were displayed, along with the color that symbolized the particular deed or action that led to the honor. Of course, there were different colors for wisdom, bravery, valor, heroism, but later on, when you saw that honoree, you could easily recognize that he was special, that he was an achiever, that he was respected, that he had done something very significant. One could also identify his particular act of valor by that overriding color that was on the tunic. They could also identify the individual unit or regiment or battalion to which he belonged. For after all, they too shared in that honor, achievement, recognition. That practice can even be traced forward to medieval Europe when the Crusades and Knights of Honor wore colors of courage, country, and king. For your edification, I think, though, the most significant moment is the symbolism that you see in this contemporary setting, this setting tonight. Look around among the faculty and you'll see colors displayed. There's dark blue this from. When these men and women wear their regalia, they'll become immediately identified as special people, achievers, recognized, respected. You'll know the area of their contribution by the color they wear. However, you will also see displayed two other special colors, gold and blue. These are the colors of the battalion, the unit, the regiment, the institution that they represent. The colors of the California Graduate School of Theology. You'll see the overriding velvet to the regalia for the particular act of wisdom, bravery, valor, and you'll see the satin insert of blue and gold for the institution that honors them tonight. The California Graduate School of Theology, an institution that prides itself on honoring those who have honored God or served humanity. Honorees, there's a special piece of symbolism for you. It's the symbolism that you example when you wear your hoods. Symbolically, you'll take the place beside gallant warriors, knights of honor, Christian soldiers, and academic achievers who've all equally earned the right to wear their colors proudly. Graduates, I'll have to set the stage for some symbolism in your colors. The Master of Arts color comes from the School of Arts and Humanity, and it's pure white, a worthy goal for all of humanity, purity. However, I call your special attention to the doctoral hood that will be displayed rather prominently tonight. It has a special color to it, crimson. It's a velvet circle of blood red scarlet that overrides, outlines, circles, contains, even covers the entire garment. Need I express any symbolism there? That crimson, scarlet, blood red tide that floated Calvary did for all mankind what this velvet collar does for the rest of the hood. It encircles, it contains, it literally holds all that rests therein. Therefore, graduates, like our honorees, when you wear your colors, you too will stand in your own light as a testimony to this sacrifice. A sacrifice exampled at Calvary and standing as a testimonial to God. Would our representatives please prepare themselves to present our honorees and our candidates for graduation? Dr. London.
For degree, Master of Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the California Graduate School of Theology, by the authority vested in me by the state of California as president, and acting on behalf of the board, I confer upon these candidates the degree Master of Arts with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereunto. Upon your recommendation of that faculty of the California Graduate School of Theology, and by the authority vested in me by the state of California as its president, and acting on behalf of the board, I confer upon these candidates the degree Doctor of Ministry with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereunto.
Again, please hold your applause until all of the candidates have been presented. Michael Robert Erickson from Laos.
Graduate School of Theology, and by the authority vested in me by the state of California as its president, and acting on behalf of its board, I confer upon these candidates the degree Doctor of Philosophy, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto.
Would the audience again withhold applause until all candidates have been presented?
Section of your program that calls for the president's presentation. It's my unique honor to be able to do that, and I would like to approach it with a depth of meaningfulness to which we can attribute to this particular moment. Probably no honor exceeds that of being honored by your peers. Tonight we have such an honor. I'd like to introduce, first of all, by special presentation, a colleague that has recently joined the administration of CalGrad and that will be assisting us from this point forward. Our Executive Vice President for Development, Dr. Bob Kitchen. Would you greet Bob Kitchen, please? going to assist me in making a presentation to one of our senior staff people, faculty members, a very special person to all of us as faculty and students. And I'd like to call that person to the stand and allow Dr. Kitchen to make that presentation. I call your attention to the fact that Dr. Boutros Malik, 50 years ago this month, began educational ministry by teaching students in theology. And in commemoration of that rather notorious length and tenure of service, 50 years, we want to honor Dr. Malik, our guest. Enriching the lives of countless thousands of students. It's been alluded that much of what we enjoy as an institution can be attributed to the sole efforts of one man. Tonight we are initiating another milestone in Caltrans history because we want to establish a Founders Medallion. And assisting me in the presentation of the first annual Founders Medallion to the man who deserves it the most is one of our members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Jesse Moody. Dr. Moody.
Dr. W. Stewart McBurney.
Remain standing during the recessional. Graduates, immediately after the benediction, you may put your caps on and turn the tassel from the right to the left. Join us in the benediction immediately then, the recessional.
Was graduation in 1985. That's all I've got to send you, Jerry. Some of it police, some of it fire, some of it Sunday school, and some of it just graduation and somewhat colorful. But I'm going to put all of this in the mail to you. Hope that you'll evaluate it and